Alright guys, this is Joe from Thrill Rides. Just going to kind of go over my Vegas trip a little bit. So started off at the pool at the Golden Nugget that has a slide through the shark tank. Don't bother going to it, it's not that interesting. You're flying through the slide, you can't even see the shark tank. So the pool on the outside's cool to see the fish tank, but other than that it's really not worth it. We did the Ghost City Pass, which got us into a lot of the stuff. So we got to do the Ferris Wheel that when you're up, I think it's like 500 and some odd feet, you get great views, and the Bellagio fountains are going off. Great, I definitely recommend going up on the Ferris Wheel. Got us also up on the Eiffel Tower, which we went up there. Not as tall, very they have a fence, so it's hard to look through. It's really not worth the money. It's like $25 or something like that unless you do the Ghost City Pass. I don't think it's worth it. Also gets you into the coaster at New York, New York, which for anybody who's fluffy like I am, you want to do a test seat. Well, the test seat is the actual coaster, so they stop the coaster in the station, stop all the movement, and have you go try the test seat in front of everybody, which is not really a lot of fun. I personally did not fit. My wife did, so she rode it. I haven't been on it in a few years, but now it has the comfort collars, and it doesn't look very comfortable. It's very hard to kind of slide. You got to shimmy your way in there, and then once you sit down, it's kind of comfortable, but getting in there is not that easy. And for me, I have a busted up foot still, so it's not that easy for me to move around and get in there. We also did the AdventureDome, which is a lot of fun. I love the AdventureDome. You got about 25 or so rides in there. They have two coasters, so they have El Loco, which is an S&S El Loco model, I believe. I have some good footage of it. It's very comfortable, just has a lap bar. There are no shoulder restraints, so it's super comfortable. A lot of fun to ride it. It's quick, it's snappy. I recommend it to anybody. Then they also have Canyon Blaster, which is an older aero looper, which is pretty smooth for an aero looper. It does whip through its course though. I mean, I don't know if it's because it's inside. It runs flying through the two loops and then the two corkscrews, and then it goes through some, I think it's a double helix, but don't quote me on that, but it will make you gray out. That thing flies through it. Got a little bit of footage of what you can see, but it's through a lot of rock work, so there's not a lot of spots that you can see through there. They also just built one of those Nebula Rides, which if you just stare at them, they are insanely hypnotizing. Like, I don't know, I didn't get to ride it, but I heard they're not that forceful, but just staring at them, they're just, you can just stare at it for hours, especially when they have the lights on it. They also have a Chaos Ride there, which I don't think there's too many of those left here. I know Cedar Point had one for a while. Lots of parks had one. A lot of them got rid of them, so it's the only one I know of in the States, but I could be wrong. That was down the day we were there. They have a couple of spinning rides. They have a shot tower, they have a carousel, that kind of stuff. They do have a 4D theater, which was running something SpongeBob. It's a lot of fun. It's very expensive. Greg at the AdventureDome took care of us. He gave us free passes, so we got wristbands. Otherwise, it's $60 for an all-day wristband for adults. I believe the children were $45. It's still pretty pricey for just a park that has maybe 25, 30 rides. So just need to think about that when you go to the park. We also went to the Strat. The Strat is the tower out there where you go up 1,000 feet in the air and you can look around. We did go up onto the observation deck, but we couldn't go outside because of the wind, so the rides were not running. They have a big shot up top. Extreme dives over the side, which is a lot of fun, and then they have Insanity, which spins over the side, which I'm not too good with spinning rides, so I don't know if I'd do it, but it looks like a lot of fun. Obviously, like I said, with the wind, we didn't get to go up there and do those, but we did get to go up and look around. One of our friend's daughters who was with us did do the jump off the side, which is like 900 feet, and it's a controlled fall from the top. Hopefully I will be able to edit in a video of that of the jump up there. It's a lot of fun. She loved it, said it was a great blast. She would do it again. And if you do the Go City Pass, one jump is included. So something to look into if you're going to Vegas. Also, there are 2 zip lines. There's one downtown that my wife did. She said was a lot of fun. Goes pretty far, like 6 or 7 city blocks down there. And then there's one also at the Link Promenade, which is not as long. It's a lot shorter. So I don't know anybody who's done that, but I'm sure it's fun. Zip lines are great. That's about it for the trip. If you're going to Vegas, definitely look into the Go City Pass. It takes care of a lot of your excursions and a lot of the amusement stuff, and never hurts to talk to the park before you go. Maybe they'll hook you up. Like I said, Greg at the AdventureDome is a great guy, took care of us. Too bad I couldn't get an interview with him. He wasn't around for that, but he did take care of us. So thanks, Greg, and I hope you guys have a good day.